Hey guys, welcome back to Social Therapy Magazine. I am your host, Alicia Hartwell, the Queen of Self-Love, and this is today's daily dose of therapy. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click that notification bell so you guys can get all the updates when a new video drops. So today's segment is Q&R, and Q&R is questions and reflection. And I feel as though nowadays when we do ask questions, we're not asking the right ones. And when we do ask the right ones, they're not answered honestly. I wanted to use this segment to take time for us to ask those open-ended questions and actually reflect on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and present you 3 cards. And out of those 3 cards, you are going to choose one. And you're going to choose the card that you resonate with most. Whatever card that you feel is kind of speaking to you, you're going to pick that one. So whatever question it is, that is a question I want you to reflect on for the next week. Q&R is bi-weekly, so you have all week to reflect until the next question for next week. So let's get started. So these are the cards where we're going to be asking the questions from. It is reflect, which is kind of ironic. I didn't even know that. I didn't realize that these cards said reflect until I said, okay, they say reflect. So guys, I'm going to choose 3 of these cards. I'm not going to know the cards. I'm going to lay them down, and then we're going to go ahead and pick one. I'm going to say each question, and we're just going to reflect a little bit. And yeah, so let's get started. So I'm just going to give it a little quick dibble dabble here, a little shuffle so I could get the right flow. Wherever I stop, then I don't know. That rhyme. Okay, so let's see. Okay. So these are the 3. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Okay guys, so these are the 3 cards here. Go ahead and take a moment and just whatever card you resonate with the most, I want you to just hold that space, hold that intent, and we're going to go ahead and see what the question is. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So let's go ahead and see what your overall message is. The first question is, if you chose card number 1, this is your question. What good habits do I want to incorporate into my life? What good habits do I want to incorporate into my life? And think about that for a minute. And that's actually a really good question. And I really want you to take a moment and think about it. I know for me personally, in my self-care journey, some of the good habits that I needed to incorporate in my life was having a routine, having a solid self-care routine for my home, for my household. If you don't know who I am already, I'm a single mother, 2 children. One of my children has autism, and you know, it can get really hard, and it's not easy, but I do know that every day gets better. So in my life, one of the good habits that I needed to incorporate was a solid self-care routine, and I can honestly say that it really shaped a better foundation in my home. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to think about that. If you chose card number 1, what are some good habits that you need to incorporate into your life, into your daily routine? Maybe it is a daily routine, but maybe it's something smaller. Maybe it's a good habit as far as making your bed every morning. You know, it could be something as small as that, but really think about it. And I want you to grab your journal and write that question down and reflect on it throughout this entire week. Okay, so question number 2. If you chose card 2, this is what it says. Am I surrounding myself with people who add value to my life? Am I surrounding myself with people who add value to my life? Now that's a good one. The company we keep is so important. The people we are exchanging energy with is so important. And I had to learn that. And when it comes to dating and relationships, you have to be mindful. Please don't get caught up in these love affairs and these relationships that serve you no purpose when the other person's not reflecting that same energy onto you. They're just reflecting their negativity onto you, which in turn makes you reflect that energy back onto them. It's not going to work. So be mindful this week about who are the people you're surrounding yourself by. I want you to really soak that question in. Write it down in your journal if you chose card number 2. Am I surrounding myself with people who add value to my life? And if you're not, you need to remove those people. Think about it. Think about it this whole week. Maybe you need to get together how you're going to let somebody go. Maybe you need to find that strength in order to let that person go. So take time and reflect on that question. Next card. The next card, if you chose card number 3, your question for the week is, am I letting matters that are out of my control stress me out? Am I letting matters that are out of my control stress me out? Now see, if you chose card number 3, you got some work to do. Am I letting matters that are out of my control stress me out? Listen, everything is going to happen when it happens. So if you're worrying about a specific outcome, it's going to happen regardless, because some things we cannot control. However, the things that we can control, we shouldn't even put ourselves in the situation to begin with. It all makes me think about worrying. Whatever your situation is, try to let that worry go. Take this time for the rest of the week to really reflect and dive deep into that question. Ask yourself, am I letting matters that are out of my control stress me out? 2022, we really want to be stress-free. I know it's so much going on, but how we respond to our situation plays a big part in what we bring to us. It's so important to be mindful of, your decisions, your choices, your situation. That's why I wanted to really dive deep into the Q&R. Really take the next week until next time to really reflect on those questions. If you got to go back and rewatch the video so you can pause, whatever it is you have to do, do it. You hear me? Do it. So we want to know in the comments what card you chose. So put it in the comments below, the card you chose and how you're going to reflect for the next week. Again, my name is Alicia Hartwell, the Queen of Self-Love, and this is your daily dose. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share, and make sure you check us out on all social media platforms at Social Therapy Magazine. And remember, if it don't feel right, it ain't right. And if it ain't right, it ain't for you. See y'all later.